Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my sister's jam. I'm your host, Camille, and I am here with my big sister, your lovely other host, Missy. Hey, girl.
Hey girl, that was me blowing kisses to you and to
I ain't know if
y'all.
them kisses was for me or for y'all listeners.
It's for
I
my
was like,
sister first,
I
cause
sat there for a second.
it's my sister gets the kisses first, and then
I sat there for a second, like, should I catch these
do
kisses or are
do
these for the
I? Are
listeners?
these mine?
Okay, kisses for everybody. Thank you.
Everyone, all the
Hey,
love.
y'all. We are in this thing again. We are happy to have y'all back. Thanks for returning. And if this is your first time, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, guys.
Yes. How are you doing today, sister?
I don't know how I'm doing, sister. I don't
She don't know. All right. Well, we're
know.
going to say fine and keep it moving.
Okay, how
That's
are
what
you
us Americans do.
doing?
I am doing good, I think. It was a good day. So, I'm happy for a little sister time this
Uh,
evening.
girl, girl, the way I
Hmm.
needed this sister time, I was like, when are you ready? Like, are you ready?
Yes,
I mean,
I'm
where
ready
is
right
you at?
now.
Where is
I'm
you at?
here.
That was my question.
Well,
Yeah.
listeners, we hope y'all are doing swell on this lovely Thursday. Today, we got a good one for y'all. We are talking about our favorite Mariah Carey jams. Are we talking about a legend or are we
Uh,
talking about an icon? Or
let's
are we
see which
talking
one.
about all of the
Legend,
above?
icon.
I
All
think
of
it's
them.
both.
All of them.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Super excited about this.
Ooh, the way she is our girl. I mean,
That part, that part. Now, of course, we understand that Mariah's the queen of Christmas and all that, right? We get it, we get it.
we get it.
And
We get
trust,
it.
we are here for Mariah at Christmas time. Don't
Every
get us
year
wrong.
we are. Every single year.
Yes, but what we're not going to do is act like Mariah Carey has set and broken a ridiculous amount of records throughout her 30 years career. Okay, like we're not going to act like she didn't do that. It's not
Yeah,
all about Christmas.
it's not all
It's
about Christmas.
about
She is
the
not only Christmas.
whole decades long career.
I mean, because before she became Queen of Christmas, she had 839 number one hits. So we're not gonna act like she
Approximately.
didn't have that. Yeah, about that. So that's what
Approximately
we're not gonna
839.
do.
So we are
So
shining some light and giving some praise to all of the fire jams that she has given us in all this time. We love her.
yay!
Love.
Oh, this was
Yes, yes,
hard
yes.
though, right? Was it not hard when we were picking these
Well,
jams?
here's the thing, hard and there was too many. So,
There were
hey,
too many, yes.
it was
Mhm.
like super easy because I was like, boom, five right
Boom,
there.
boom,
And
boom,
I
boom,
was like,
boom.
wait. I was
Oh,
like,
that
wait,
was
but
eight.
there's also this and there's also that. So then it was hard where I was like, oh, I have to narrow it down from the 17 of my favorite Mariah Carey jams that
Right.
I just came up with.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
But I think
yeah,
we did good.
we did. We did. I'm
Yes.
excited. I'm excited.
Me too. Should we just get right in?
We should get right on into it, sister.
Let's do it. If you ready, I'm ready for your first jam.
Let me breathe before I do this one because
Let us
my
collect
first jam,
ourselves.
yeah, my first jam, sister, is "I Still Believe." I I I still believe. That's the name of the song. Okay, girl,
Yes,
because you know my
I
feelings
do.
about it. That's why. So I'm gonna go on and let the
Hmm.
people in on it. So I Still Believe was released in 1999. And I still be in denial about how long ago these songs be. But
Girl.
I'm gonna try not to get off on that tangent. I was like, wow, that was 99.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the third single from Mariah's quote unquote greatest hits album, number ones. And I say quote unquote greatest hits because it's technically not just her greatest hits because there were some new songs on there as well. Like this one,
Okay. Okay.
this was a new one of hers. So it's like greatest hits, but with a few other little things in there.
Gotcha.
So the original version of I Still Believe was released actually in 1988
Hmm.
by American pop singer Brenda K. Starr, who I had not heard of. And
I
if I
was gonna say
know
I
any of
didn't
her
know that.
songs, yeah, no, I didn't, and I'm not familiar with her. If I've heard any of her songs, I just don't know that it's her.
Right.
So Brenda K. Starr sang the original version, and Mariah Carey was actually singing backup vocals for her during that time. And Mariah was on that version, singing backup. So Brenda loved Mariah's voice so much that Brenda gave a demo tape of Mariah to CBS record exec Tommy Mottola. And after hearing that demo, he signed Mariah to a recording contract. Because he signed her. Because
I'm like, obviously, because what else would he do?
Yeah,
You don't
the
just
dude
not
was
sign
smart.
somebody like this.
Like the dude is like a legend, a pioneer in the music industry. So he heard Mariah, and of course he was like, "Yes, let's sign her because we'll make money."
Yep.
So
straight like that.
Well, Mariah decided to cover this, right? She decided to cover "I Still Believe" for her number one's album as a tribute to Brenda Starr.
Sweet.
I know, it's so sweet. It's like the sisterhood for me because
I know.
I love my sisterhood, girl. I be loving the sisterhood.
Truly.
So, but she credits Brenda for jumpstarting her recording career, right? Because like it wouldn't have happened if she wasn't moved to give Tommy Mottola the demo tape.
Yeah.
According to Mariah, recording this song reminded her of those times before she got famous and she didn't have a penny to her name. When she auditioned for Brenda to sing backup for her, she got that audition. And Brenda kind of like really took her under her wings, fed her, gave her a place to stay, took care of her, kind of like a big sister type thing, because Mariah was younger than her.
Yeah.
So she just really took care of her and protected her, So she did that as a tribute to her girl.
I love it.
I love it. I was like, I love this so much because I did not know.
I didn't either. Cute.
So I Still Believe, Mariah's version was produced by Mariah, Stevie J, and Mike Mason. And it was given more of an R&B vibe than a pop vibe that Brenda had. And the result was pure magic.
Yes, absolutely.
Girl, I Still Believe is a song about a woman believing deep down that her and her lost love will reunite and be together again, right?
Ooh, a jam.
Girl,
we fought over this one a little bit.
We did.
Y'all should know.
I was gonna give it to my sister though because I understand. You see what I'm saying? I was like, no, you can have it. But then she was like, well, then later on the next day, she was like, wait, this one is kind of like my jam too. So you take I Still Believe and I'll do this jam. I was like, okay.
Yes.
This song makes me so emotional. Some songs just made me emotional. The very end of I Still Believe, when she's singing the chorus for the last time and the backing vocals of her come in.
Yes.
I just get overwhelmed and here come the tears. And I'm not even still believing someday me and somebody will be getting together. Like I'm not still believing that. And I'll be like,
right. And I'm like, but I'm feeling like I need to cry about this.
I'm feeling Mariah right now. It's like I'm feeling it.
True artistry. That's true artistry.
Period. It's like when those backing vocals come in, I'll be like, okay, this is a little too much. And I just get overwhelmed. And it takes me. As sometimes it takes you.
Don't let it take you.
Don't let it take you. But it be taking me every time.
I mean, understandable. Because as you've talked about many times on this podcast, Mariah Carey know how to close out a song. And it's like that whole little last minute or so of the song.
Yeah, that last minute, she will have you.
Yeah.
In church or something.
Almost.
And she sang that, she carried out that last note. I was like, okay, I still believe too.
If I didn't believe before Mariah, I still believe now.
I believe now. You're going to sing it like that. I believe it now, girl. Ooh, that is my song. So bad. So that's why it had to be my first jam. That had to be my first one.
Ooh. Perfect way to start this episode. Fire. Woo. Y'all remember to go listen to the playlist. There will be playlists linked in the show notes and the description of this episode. Of course, go listen. Fire.
Yeah. Right. Woo, girl.
Love that first jam.
Hey, sister. On to your first one, girl.
All right, here we go. Another heavy hitter. My first one is Vision of Love. Woo-wee. Now I feel about this like you feel about I Still Believe. Okay. No reason for me to feel as many feelings as I do when I listen to this.
There be
Like
no reasons.
literally,
That's why
there's no reason. It's not even making sense. But
no.
here we go. So, Vision of Love, bruh, like it gets
Bro.
deep for me. So,
Okay. I'm hippie.
Vision of Love is the debut single from Mariah's self-titled debut stinking album, released on May 15th, 1990 by Columbia Records. Bruh, the insanity of this being a debut single? I know we've talked about this a lot. Like, dang, that's crazy. Crazy debut album. That's crazy. This album was super successful for it to be your debut. But like
but this song, no, bro.
In particular, for this to be the first song you put out, unreal.
Can I tell you when I knew she was gonna be a problem?
On this song?
On this song right here. She said, treated me quite kind. The way she sang that Sweet Destiny line, I was like, oh, she a problem. She's a whole problem. She's an issue.
The very first, I mean, when she just started, and it's funny because I listened to this song like 4 times today, right? Because I was listening on my way to work. I listened on my way home. Just got to get in the mood, right?
Right.
It's like that intro, it's just soft little twinkling music and she's doing a little, a little
yeah.
But as soon as that treat me kind start coming out, I have to turn the volume up. I don't care if I already got the volume up. It's going to have to go up a little bit more because I get overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. It is overwhelmed. The Sweet Destiny. Sweet Destiny. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Overwhelmed.
Okay. That's you. Okay. All right.
Whew. So, rightfully so, Vision of Love received universal acclaim from music critics because could it not have?
Yes, universal.
And while the song's production was fairly typical for like that time period, late 80s, very early 90s, it wasn't too unique in that regard. But the vocals, though, were not typical.
No, they weren't.
No. Her vocals were like a lot more like showy and like showed her range, like this wide range that no one else at the time had. And it actually kind of led to the song being named the Magna Carta of melisma, which I'm gonna get into that, by the New Yorker. That's what they called it. So I don't know what the Magna Carta is. Now let me hush. But that's a big deal for them to call it that, right? So melisma is basically like a fancy word for runs, right?
Okay.
So basically. Now, by definition, melisma is the singing of a single syllable of text while moving between several different notes in succession.
That sounds like Mariah, yeah.
But that is Mariah Carey. That's what Mariah Carey does for a living. She does melisma.
Melismic
yes.
things.
Melismatic is the word.
Melismatic.
How do you say it?
Melismatic.
Right? All that's her. Mariah melismatic Carey.
Melismatic Carey.
Something wrong with us. So
it is a fantastic word.
If I can figure out how to say it, it probably is.
Girl, you was right. Melismatic.
Melismatic. So melismatic vocals actually became kind of like the standard that we use to judge a singer's skill, right? So that's part of the reason why singers who do a lot of runs all the time, they make these lists of the best singers of all time because case in point, Mariah Carey. Yeah. If you're melismatic, yes, you are one of the greatest singers of all time because you're out here killing it. And when I tell you, she does that, the runs, when she say, I can't.
When she say what, girl? When she say what, girl?
Don't even just scratch that whole sentence because I was gonna attempt to do it for y'all. And why would I? I'm not even gonna go down that road.
When she say
what? Do it. Y'all heard the song.
What's the word?
All.
Sweet Destiny. Other than it,
later. The word is all. It's later in the song.
I know exactly.
It take her about forever to say that one word because she
and the whole time
around the world. Yeah, basically. So
Ooh.
anyway, I'm getting overwhelmed, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm excited already.
Okay.
We're on the first jam. I'm carried
We're on
away.
the first jam. We got to keep moving somehow.
We're gonna
Okay.
keep rolling. So anyway, Vision of Love, it's a pop and R&B love song, right? But it's got
Yes,
these
it is.
gospel and soul influences. And actually the lyrics have been subject to like a variety of interpretations. And some folks note the relationship between Mariah Carey and God in the lyrics.
Mhm.
And then others are leaning more towards like a romantic relationship, right?
Okay.
So I can definitely see it both ways, but she's certainly talking to God, and at some points in this song, like she's speaking of like praying through the night and what has in turn been given to her and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, well, you're talking to God if you know what
Right,
you've
right.
given me. That's God. If
True,
if you
true,
got
true,
something
true.
after you prayed, then that's God, right?
Right,
So
right, right, right. Yeah.
but there were
Ooh.
some serious themes of manifestation going on in this song, which I'm here for, even
I'm
though I
all,
don't
oh,
think
yes,
people
you know I'm
were
here for that.
using that word. But like, yeah, she's like, I had a vision of love, and like it came to fruition, whatever that vision was, whatever. And it was, listen,
Look, look,
and it was
mm, I
all
know,
up in there.
I know, I know.
Why?
Why? I don't know why. I
All
don't know.
that you
I
turned
don't know
out to
why.
be. Whew, okay. So
And then that B, it's
VH,
that B for me at the end.
listen,
It's that B for me at the
yeah.
mm.
Then it just goes like, girl, if you don't stop
Girl,
playing with me,
girl, don't act like you just didn't kill us and then
and then just
don't me.
girl.
Girl.
So VH1 named Vision of Love the 14th greatest song of the 90s, and Entertainment Weekly included it on their 10 great and 10 grading karaoke songs. So
Oh.
it was right. So this
Oh.
was they counted it on one of the 10 grading songs, saying, "You cannot do this song." Seriously.
Okay, true.
Wait, they're
And
like tackling
don't
this
do this
lung.
one.
Wait, this quote is hilarious. You cannot do this song, seriously. Tackling this lung crusher might seem like a fun challenge, but 3 minutes, 5 octaves, and 1 10-second note later, you will realize that you did not conquer Vision of Love. Vision of Love conquered
I
you.
hurt you.
Bruh, I died. I
It
said,
kicked the whole ass is what it did.
y'all are very right. You're
Yeah.
very right, because no, if I hear somebody get on a karaoke stage and start this, I'm walking out. I'm be like, I think
I'm
I gotta
walking out
pee.
like,
I'm going to the bathroom. Like, I don't want to hear this. I
I'm
don't want
going
to
to my
see it.
car. Like,
I don't want the secondhand embarrassment. I don't want any of it. Just don't try it.
no.
Don't try it. And y'all know how I feel about my karaoke, but yeah, like I know better
But
than
this one is a
I
no.
wouldn't dare. Yeah, this is a
Right.
no.
Right.
But more on karaoke later, by the way. But yeah, I thought that was funny. But this is absolutely one of my favorite
Oh.
Mariah Carey jams, if not my favorite.
Girl, and I had her cassette.
Oh,
I had this debut album on the cassette, girl. I love me some Mariah so hard.
she had it on a cassette.
I had the
Yeah,
cassette,
dating yourself.
the tape. I had the tape.
It's real.
Woo,
You an OG. OG Mariah
girl.
Carey fan.
Woo,
I love it. Well, that's my first jam.
girl. Phew, you should have saved that one for last. I don't know.
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
Girl,
like to come out
okay.
swinging.
Yeah. Woo, child, this woman. I'm
Girl.
hiding everything.
Look, we about to start sweating. Help us,
We
Lord.
about to start sweating because the overwhelm. But anyway, I guess I'm on to my second jam, girl,
Yes, you are.
which is Sweetheart by Mariah Carey and Jermaine Dupri. Now, I think this is a remix.
Okay.
Did we
Okay.
establish that this is a remix
Yes,
when you was trying to
so.
find it?
It's on the remixes album.
Oh,
first.
okay.
So I'm gonna go with yeah.
Okay.
Now,
So
what the original sound like, I don't know, but
I don't know if this is I don't know, y'all. But it was released in 1998 as the first single from the number one's album. I do know that. And it was the third single from Jermaine Dupri's debut album, Life in 1472. So I was like, okay, because we love JD around here too. We love JD
and we do.
around these parts. So here we have another cover that's done by Mariah along with Jermaine Dupri, with the original version being performed by Brooklyn singer and songwriter Denise Lorraine Rainey Davis.
Okay.
And hers was released in 1986. So Rainey Davis and Peter Warner was her writing partner. They had originally written Sweetheart for Janet Jackson in hopes that she would put it on the Control album.
Okay.
But by the time they were done with it, Janet and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they had already chosen all of her songs for the album. So they did not use it.
Okay.
So Rainey ended up singing it for herself. And it became a massive hit in like the dance scene, club scene in the US. And it became a huge hit on urban radio. Excuse me.
Mhm.
So back to Mariah and JD's version. Mariah felt that covering a song that she liked as a teenager, so she liked Rainey's version in school.
Mhm.
She thought it would be appreciated by other young girls. So I'm like, okay.
Mm.
It was her vision to remake this jam as a duet with Jermaine Dupri,
Mhm.
with whom she had collaborated with before. And it obviously was a partnership that was fruitful because
Yeah,
they
for
made all
sure.
these jams together. So she was like,
Indeed.
hey, I'll do this one with JD. Very smart. I love this song so much. It's so fun. Like, it sounds like a fun song, right?
It
Like,
does.
"Won't you be my sweetheart?" It's kind of like
Yes.
girly.
Yes.
We
It's
can
cute.
share a storybook romance.
I love
That was Melissa Carey. That wasn't Mariah Carey. That was Melissa burnt up Carey. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
I
You sounded great.
Thank you. But it's like this cutesy song, where she's asking the person that she likes to be her sweetheart, to be her main
Mhm.
person. We can share storybook romance and stuff. Would you be my sweetheart? I was like, oh.
Sure.
So I love it. I love her and JD doing this song together.
Yes.
I just love the rap and the R&B thing. I always love that combination. I feel like hip hop
Always.
with any other genre is always fire.
You're right.
Hip hop country, hip hop funk, hip hop
Rock.
R&B. It's
It doesn't
always
matter.
fire. Hip hop
You're
jazz. I'm
right.
like fire immediately. So I'm always here for that.
I was
In
gonna
a
say
28,
something inappropriate.
what would you about to say?
It was maybe inappropriate. I don't know.
You're not gonna say it. You're
I
not
was
gonna
gonna say it's like mixed kids. Black and any other race be cute.
They do be cute,
They do
though.
be. Black and white kids, black and Asian kids, black and Mexican kids.
Beauty.
They be
Just
cute.
they be so pretty. It's like
I mean,
everybody
it is what
knows
it is.
that. Just people think
They
it's
be cute.
a faux pas to say, but you
You know,
can't dispute
it
fact.
is what it is. You can't dispute
You
facts. They be
know,
cute.
we
I mean,
just
it's a compliment, honestly.
we just make things beautiful. I don't know,
This is true.
but so in a 2018 interview regarding his production discography, Dupree named "Sweetheart" the one song that he wished he could go back and redo, so that he could make it more ghetto. And I disagree. I think it's perfect as it is. I don't think it needs to be more ghetto.
Ghetto.
Yeah, like he was like, I would have made it more ghetto. I was like, no. I feel like it's
No.
hard to make a song ghetto with Mariah singing in it. Like, how you gonna? She sounds
That's
like
true.
a songbird.
Yeah, I'm like, she's a little too dainty to be in a ghetto song. I mean, I don't know if that's the word ghetto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he
make it
should
more
have said
ghetto.
more hip hop, more urban ghetto.
Yeah, but I'm like,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know if you can
Mariah's
really
not
do
giving
that.
ghetto.
She's not giving ghetto. Like,
Not
so
at
I
all.
disagree. But like, I feel like "Sweetheart" is perfect the way it is. I loved it. I had the CD single.
Bless it, Lord. Well, you done came up from the cassette you had for the other one. Now she
I
got the
did,
CD
didn't I?
single.
I had the CD single because I looked it up when I was doing my notes and I saw the CD single cover. I was like, oh,
I remember that. I did not know this song before
You
we started
didn't?
preparing for today.
Girl.
But
Ain't it
definitely a
fun
jam.
though?
Yes,
Ain't it
yes,
fun?
it is.
Girl.
It
Yes.
is
That's my second jam,
bet.
girl.
A jam. All
Mhm.
right. On to my second jam. Another one that makes me feel a lot of feelings.
Right.
I've got My All.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm.
This is from Mariah's sixth studio album, Butterfly, released in 1997 by Columbia Records. This was the first song that Mariah wrote for this album.
Oh.
Now, she was inspired to write the song and use Latin inspired melodies after a trip to Puerto Rico, where she was influenced by the culture. And the Spanish vibes of this song definitely make it like they make it. It makes it sound so romantic and like
it does.
It
definitely does.
I love it. It just goes so well with like the lyrics, and the lyrics talk about like this lonely woman declaring that she would give her all to have just one more night with her strange lover. To have just one more night.
One more night. Mm-hmm.
I'd risk my life.
I'd risk my life.
Your body next to mine. I'd risk my life.
I'd risk my life.
She was serious about that.
Good stuff. That was some good
I mean,
stuff.
I don't know if I risk my life now, Mariah, but you know, we'll see. But,
I mean, some stuff though.
So Mariah, she expressed how like the mixed emotions she felt at that point in her life helped develop the song.
Ooh.
And she said she would pour herself and emotions into anything she was writing at the time. So like in an interview, she said it was a melancholy point in her life, and the song reflects the yearning that was going on inside of her. Like, yes, it does. Yes,
it does.
She said it was like being in a situation, but you want to break free and you can't. So you're confined, yet you're releasing those emotions through the lyrics and the actual act of singing. That's why a lot of people felt very strongly about the song, because the emotion is clear when you listen to it. And I'm like, yup.
True.
The emotion is clear.
Literally facts that she said there.
And again, I mean, it still amazes me how musicians can do that. Like you were just saying about I Still Believe. It's like, how are you making me feel these things and I'm not even in this situation? Like, and I'm feeling it. And I would not risk my life
so
to feel
right
your body
now,
next to mine.
Like, I'm so happy. Like, yeah. I'm not gonna. I don't want to risk my life to feel somebody next to
anything
mine,
right now.
But I'm like,
but I feel it when I'm listening to that, and I'm like, dang, that's wild. Like y'all really that. I mean, that just speaks to what she said. The emotion is in it. It's coming through so heavy that you're actually feeling it when you're listening to it. It's crazy. So anyway, fun fact. In her 2020 memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, she revealed how this song was also inspired by a secret romantic rendezvous that she and baseball player Derek Jeter had during her time in Puerto Rico. Ma'am, you should have said that first. Let me tell you, I was inspired by the culture. Nah, you was inspired by a rendezvous.
By no culture. You weren't inspired by no culture.
The truth is, you'd risk your life to feel your body. I said, not the tea. I'm gonna have to buy this doggone book because I need to know more.
You know, I bought that when I was in Denver.
I did not know
when
that.
I bought your book that I got you. What about you?
Your Beyonce book is so cute.
Book.
My Beyonce book. I love it.
Girl, I saw that. I got to read it.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, well,
tea?
Yeah, I was like, okay, tea. Spell the tea. I love it. So, in the United States, this song became Mariah's 13th chart topper on the Billboard Hot 100, placing her in 4th place for most number ones in the U.S. Also, it gave her the honor of having the most number ones for a female artist. And of course, this jam was certified double platinum.
Sure.
Should be triple or quadruple.
It probably is by now. I don't know.
But it is such a jam. And I mean, that little Spanish vibe, it does it for me.
Yeah,
and it
you
could
do
be
hit that
'cause
little
I think I'm half
Spanish vibe.
Mexican or something. Like, I be feeling like
I'm Mexican.
I be feeling Mexican in my spirit. So it could be that. Because I swear, in another life, I was Hispanic. I ain't playing.
Why do you get on my nerves?
I don't know why I'm so crazy today, Lord. I think I had a little bit of wine before we started, so that could be it. But
we was missing each other too, so you know how that be like.
We just on here having a good time. Y'all just listening, but I'm really just acting up with my sister. Yes.
We love Mariah.
Yes. So
girl,
that's it.
The dude
That's my
was
second
fine in
jam.
that video too. I don't know if you remember
Oh,
the video. Oh,
I
he was real
don't.
fine. Yeah, girl.
I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to go
you got to
back
go
and
back and
take a
watch
look.
that.
See.
Yeah, go and take a looky look and a looky look.
Well, on to your third.
Excellent. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. My third jam, girl.
Mm-hmm.
A revisit of another classic.
Mm-hmm.
Breakdown.
Woo. Let's get into
I
it.
talked about this song. Just a little side note, you guys. We talked about this song in episode 10 of the podcast where we discussed 10 of our favorite breakup jams. Now, that
Mm-hmm.
episode got a ton of listens. Like, we were even surprised, and
Right.
it got us a ton of engagement on social media. So, if you haven't listened to it, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Amazon Music, all those, wherever you listen to your podcast, and check it out because it is good. I mean,
Yes.
that one was good. But I talked about this one. And
Mm-hmm.
this song is by far my favorite Mariah Carey song. Now, all of these, I will bust your head over if you say you don't like them. But Breakdown is my number one favorite Mariah Carey song ever and will always be my favorite one. Period.
Yes.
Period. Released in January of 1998 as the third single from Mariah's sixth studio album, Butterfly, like my sister
Mm-hmm.
Pooh just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So, Breakdown was written and produced by Mariah Carey and Stevie J, with additional production done by Sean Combs. So, Breakdown is an R&B, hip hop soul song. It features keyboards, synthesized drums, background vocals prominently. I was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because at one point the background vocals had me like this. So
For real.
when I saw that in the breakdown and the write up about song, I was like, very
You
good
was like,
point. Is
yep.
the background.
Yep.
Anyway, this masterpiece, okay, it's absolute perfection of a
It
song.
is.
If you look up
Mm-hmm.
perfection of a song, it would be this. And
Breakdown.
yeah, right there, you see it. it, it features hip hop group Bone Thugs and Harmony. We talk. Okay, I'm gonna get. And the raps were performed by Crazy Bone and Wishbone.
Mm-hmm.
So after Mariah's divorce from Tommy Mottola, who he had like this huge control over her career and her creative freedoms, right? So after that, after they separated, she felt more free to explore her sound and integrate more R&B and hip hop into her music and not be so pop music focused, right? I was like,
Love it.
okay, go ahead, girl.
Love it.
So during mid 1997, she became obsessed with the song Notorious Thugs by Notorious Big and Bone Thugs and Harmony. And I'm like, rightfully so, sis.
As
Rightfully
did
so.
I, and as did my sister, and as did a lot of us.
As did we, as were we obsessed with this
Woo.
song because we have gone off about the brilliance of Notorious Thugs. Shameless
Mm-hmm.
plug. Check out our episode on YouTube and all other platforms where we discuss our favorite late 90s hip hop jams. Okay.
That's one of them.
So after she was like, I love this song, she told Stevie J and Puff, I gotta work with them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make this rap ballad thing happen. So they was like, all right. So she studied Bone's discography, like she listened to like all their work, and so she kind of worked on her singing style to kind of match the flow of their rap style.
Yes.
And she got them in a room for a meeting, and she had for them some weed and some Hennessy for their first meeting to try to convince them to come on board, right? So after they smoked and drank, they passed out, went to sleep, and then they woke up and they agreed to do the song. And so she was like, yeah, I was like, see, that's what you got to do. Like, hey, they not going to want to work with me. I'm Mariah Carey. She's like, let's get them some weed and Hennessy. And boom, boom, boom. They were like, yes, we will do this with you. And they did it. And they did it, right?
Of course they did.
Breakdown is a song about trying to hide the pain, trying to act like you okay after breaking up with your man or your lady.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to be nonchalant about it, and I'm going to the extremes to prove I'm fine with to prove I'm fine without you. But in
But in
reality, I'm
reality,
slowly losing my mind. I'm slowly losing my mind.
boy.
Boy,
But in reality, I'm slowly losing my
I,
mind.
I'm slowly losing my
Whew.
mind.
Listen,
Girl, her and Bone together was ridiculous.
truly, truly,
It was ridiculous.
girl. Two things I'm gonna say. You talked about her working on matching her singing style to their flow.
Right, right,
Bruh, first of all, who can match that flow? Hey,
right.
she did phenomenal.
Yes, she did.
Um and I feel like I saw something on social media the other day that was like trying to give Beyonce some credit on like popularizing this sing rap type vibe. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, she do it good, but I'm like, did y'all forget about Mariah Carey that time she was with Bone Thugs? Bruh, if that
This
ain't sing rapping, I don't know what it is. Okay, I don't know what it is.
this song does
Um,
not get talked about enough in her catalog for me.
it does not. It does not.
It doesn't.
But it's fire. And then the second thing I want to say, she got them some weed and Hennessy to convince them to work with her. What are the two things someone would bring you to convince you to do something?
They would bring me peanut butter and either a Stephen King or a Harry Potter novel, one of the Harry Potter books. They would bring me a
I'm here
book.
for it.
Bring me a book and peanut butter, and you got me.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
bring me wine and tacos, even though
Ooh,
those don't go
tacos.
together. I still want them. I want them both.
Tacos.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, taco.
Yeah.
You got me a
Mhm.
little bit torn. You got me thinking tacos in a book, but
Mm,
it's peanut butter for me.
I'm here for it.
Yes.
That's all I had. I just
And that's all I have for my third jam. Cause I go on and
listen.
we're trying
Breakdown
not
is
to do it.
worthy, but we
Breakdown.
ain't. Whew, we ain't gonna
Oh,
hold y'all for 3 hours today. Maybe
right.
just two and a
It's
half.
2
Here we
hours.
go. On to my third jam. I'm gonna keep it a little short and sweet this time, though the jam is no less worthy of
No,
a
wait a
30
minute.
minute discussion. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Mariah.
here we go.
Mm.
My third jam is "Can't Let Go." Oh, baby.
Ooch.
Oh, oh. I can just hear
Even
it. I just
though
hear
I
it.
try, girl, I can't let go. Girl,
So,
the way
oh, I need to
mom
sing the whole
played
song.
this out when
Bruh,
you were just a young warthog in my arms,
I
and
was
mom would be
just a
playing
young
this out.
warthog. But here's the thing, she didn't stop because if y'all have learned anything about our mama yet, her jams remain her jams
Jams.
forever. Okay.
Mhm.
She don't like stop playing her jams. So I was but a young warthog when this came out and she first started playing it a lot. But then I grew up and I was in like sixth grade and she was still playing it a lot. So there's
That's our
there's where
girl.
I come in. That's our girl. She be doing her thing. So Can't Let Go is from Mariah Carey's second studio album, Emotions, released in 1991 by Columbia Records. Now, they released it as the album's second single in November of that year, and
Mm-mm.
it's a breakup song in the form of an R&B and pop slow jam. So the lyrics are written by Mariah Carey and are about post-breakup sadness, of course. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
girl.
pretty
Yeah.
obvious in the title. Can't let go. Blessed
Yeah.
Lord. But what's crazy, tell y'all this, what's crazy is that I used to listen to this so much while I was struggling with my first little bout of unrequited love, right? In
Oh,
like sixth
child.
grade. Okay, I was
Mm.
like 12. And me and this young man were never in any form of relationship at all. Like
Hey.
not even close. I literally just had a crush on him and that was the end of that, right? But this song had me in a chokehold and in all my feelings. Mariah, like, there you are, holding her hand.
Holding her hand. That's what she said,
Oh,
sister.
it was my heart that was hurt, okay, because I seen him by the lockers holding some other little girl hand, and I was
And
devastated.
you like, what you doing that for?
And Mariah, like, didn't I cherish you right? Don't you know you were my life?
Didn't I cherish you right?
And I'm like, did he not know that he was my life? and I'm 11 and a half at best. And I'm like, bruh, I can't let go of something we never had. I was unhinged. Unhinged. I was unhinged. Why was I in that many feelings? Boy, it's rough when you're a preteen. It's rough when you are a preteen. I was feeling a lot of stuff.
When you were 40 teen.
When you were post-teen.
When you were adulting.
I was so sad. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But I say that to say, again, with the artistry of making people feel stuff that they not even experiencing.
Again, no.
Woo.
Because she keeps doing it.
Because she does this over and over. So Can't Let Go received significant airplay across adult contemporary, urban contemporary, all these different radio formats, right?
Yep.
And it peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. And it sadly ended her streak of 5 consecutive number 1 songs, dating back to that debut single, Vision of Love. Now I'm like, okay, yeah, it broke the streak, but it was number 2, so it's really, really close. But I mean, like, dang,
yeah, it's like
really
her lowest charting single at number 2.
Exactly, at number 2, it definitely became her lowest charting single. In some other countries, in Australia, New Zealand, the Netherlands, and I'm like, bruh. Not lowest charting at 2, but like it still breaks my heart because put it at 1. It needed to be at 1.
Put it right up there.
And then it was certified only gold. And I feel like this is a triple platinum jam, or it was a triple platinum jam at our house. Like, what y'all mean gold?
And
my mama certified it.
My mom certified it platinum by herself.
Listen, alone. That's because they couldn't count them plays when she was listening to it in your Walkman.
That's crazy.
They know how many
count our respective home plays.
Because the way she listened to it 79 times an evening,
baby,
like it was platinum at our house.
But yeah,
nevertheless, a jam.
Woo, child.
Okay. This is overwhelming. This episode
is overwhelming. We gotta go on because I'm sweating on my nose and everything. You know how when you start sweating on your nose.
Yes, ma'am. All right. To your 4th jam. Let's rock and roll.
I'm gonna have to work with this one. I'm gonna have to work.
Okay.
My 4th jam is We Belong Together.
Okay.
Released in March of 2005, We Belong Together was the 2nd single from what was considered to be Mariah's comeback album, The Emancipation of Mimi. It also gives me overwhelms, so I might be talking funny.
You are talking funny, but it's okay.
So right, because I'm trying to hold it back. That's how.
We love you.
Because it's in my throat. It's in my throat.
Take your time.
So where are we at here with We Belong Together? So before the release of Emancipation of Mimi, Mariah had gone through a particularly volatile time in her career where her projects just were not landing with the peoples. They were not landing. So first there was Glitter, which was her film debut, where she played the starring role. She also did the soundtrack for the movie. Both the movie and the soundtrack flopped in a big way. And Mariah had an emotional and physical breakdown. And so after that, Virgin Records paid Mariah $28 million to buy her out of her current recording contract with them. So after that, she went off on her own to heal. I'm like, yeah, girl, go
take your time.
Take care of yourself, girl. So during that time when she was like off on her own, she worked on her comeback project that resulted in the album Charm Bracelet, which also ended up being another flop. So I'm like, oh, Mariah, okay. So then after that, cue the Emancipation of Mimi. So at this album, she's now with Island Records. She's working with L.A. Reid because L.A. Reid is an executive of Island Records. They come up with a true comeback record that would get her back to where she was, right? They were like, we got to get you back to where you were. So LA was like, hey, why don't you bring JD back to work with you on this since you did some of your best work with him? I was like, you smart. So
you loyal.
You, huh? What you say?
You smart. You loyal.
You loyal.
Go ahead.
Okay. Turns out he was exactly right. We Belong Together broke multiple chart records in the US, becoming Mariah's 16th Billboard 100 chart topper, staying at number one for 14 straight weeks, becoming the
Yes.
third longest running number one song in US chart history.
Go
The
girl.
third. I was like, see, at
Go
the
girl.
48th, and I mean, a comeback. And she was trying to. Our girl was trying to get back up there.
Yes.
So at the 48th Annual Grammy Awards, the song won Best Female R&B Vocal Performance Grammy. It won Best R&B Song Grammy. And it was also nominated for Record of the Year and Song of the Year. I was like,
Yes.
Come through with it. That's what I said.
Yes.
So Mariah was indeed back with this album and with this song.
Mm-hmm.
So this song guts me. I'm trying to keep this short because this song, it guts me because she so raw about losing her man.
Yes.
When you left, I lost a part of me. This the line right here. It's still so hard to believe. I'm like,
yeah, that is putting chills on me.
Don't it put chills? It's still, and the way she sing it though, coupled with her voice, because you hear her voice, it's still so hard to believe that I'm not with you no more. Yes. How the heck did that happen? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the line for me. But girl, can we talk about the last section of the song? Can we talk about the very last section of the song when she sings the chorus for the final time and goes up an octave? She's saying that one tune, like that one pitch through the whole song. We belong together. But she started going off, and I'm like, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm like, please stop.
Please.
Yes.
Please. Woo. It's like that desperation comes through. And when I was reading about this song, people wrote articles about that last section of the song. Yes. And how she held that last note closing out the song. Here we go with the closing, queen.
Here we go with the closing.
She held that last note for 17 seconds.
Woo. There's something wrong with her.
It is.
Like, what are you?
What are you doing here?
It's not giving human. It's giving something else.
Girl, that literally puts chills down my spine. That last section of the chorus. That last time she does that. I'm like, girl, who are you talking to?
Yes. And this one is surprisingly not at the top of my list of my favorite Mariah Carey jams, but I can so appreciate it for like everything you just said. Like, you don't gotta like it, but you gotta respect this freaking song.
You do gotta respect it. You gotta respect the vocals on this song.
You have to. It's intense. Like the fact that this is on the playlist right now at my job, like I be hearing it at work, and I'm like, nah. That that is still top of the charts at the
airport. It's still top of the charts. It's quite.
Wait a minute. Ain't this song? Oh, listen, don't matter because they putting respect on it as they should. Play it.
She had no business closing that song out like that.
She didn't.
She did not. She didn't. Girl, that's my number 4. Girl.
Whoo. I am here for all of this.
All of them.
Gonna play this playlist as soon as we end this little shindig we've got going.
Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan.
It does.
What you
My fourth jam, I have Stay the Night. You may or may not know this one. This is from the 10th studio album that my sister just talked so nicely about, The Emancipation of Mimi. Again, released in 2005. This jam was not a single, so I did not find a whole bunch of facts about it, but that don't mean it ain't my jam, and that don't mean I wasn't going to include it, okay?
Don't mean that.
And I did learn one thing. This song was produced by Mariah and Kanye West.
Kanye? What?
Y'all know I was outdone. I was over
Look,
the moon.
who-
I
y'all know how my
said,
sister feel about Kanye too. Y'all
it is
know.
no wonder that I love this jam so hard, y'all. I don't. Okay. I should have known. Honestly, I should have realized that it had something to do with Kanye with the way I love it. But anywho,
Right, right. And the way you love him, it's like I feel like Kanye should be
yeah, I
involved.
feel like this is a Kanye production. So now, regarding working with Ye on this track, Mariah said in part, "We did a song called Stay the Night, which is one of the first records that I did for this album. It's got a really strong, powerful vocal performance, and the track is really hot. So I'm glad we had the chance to work together because I think he's really talented. I loved his album this past year, so it was really great to have this opportunity." Bruh, it was great. Yes, you're right. It was great for me for you to have
Right.
this opportunity
Yeah.
because a
Yes, it
jam
was
was
great.
born. It was great.
A jam was born. You so
a,
stupid.
jam, a jam was
A
born on
jam was
that fateful
born.
day in 2005. Boy, listen,
I'm with you
when
though,
I tell
sister.
you,
True.
I love it. So, Stay the Night samples two songs. It samples the 45 Kings, Who's in the House, and it samples a piano loop from Ramsey Lewis's 1971 cover version of Betcha by Golly Wow. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the song is basically about wanting to keep up a fling with a lover that belongs to someone else, but
Oh.
being torn because you know you shouldn't, right? But they
Mhm.
keep saying, "Stay the night." They keep saying, "Stay the night. Just let me rock you till the morning light. It's
Oh.
cold outside and much too late to drive. You know I
Oh.
need you, baby. I'm so lost without your love." Bruh,
Cause it do
a
be too late
jam.
to drive.
It do be cold outside too.
It do be
It be
cold
too late to
outside.
drive. And it's just like, stay the night.
Right.
This is a
Mm.
jam. So it's got that. I mean, the hip hop sample, y'all know how I feel about Kanye and his samples. He
Yeah.
just be knowing what he doing. And
Mhm.
so that the 45 Kings, that's the hip hop part is at the very beginning of the song. Well, it's throughout the song, but just throw your hands in the air, right?
Mhm.
It's again, the hip hop and R&B together
That
just make me feel all sorts of good things.
I mean, it's chef's kiss, the combination.
Yes. It's like
Mm.
it's a little bop and it's almost like a little dance track, not really danceable, but a little bit like it's just a vibe. It's just a jam. And like
Love
I
it.
I don't know. I need to find out, has she done other things with Kanye that I don't know about?
Yeah, like what other magic don't I know
What
about with
else?
her and Kanye? That's like
Yeah.
how
Cause what is happening here? Why y'all ain't tell me? Y'all should say something. Love.
love,
We're
love.
doing hearts like old people.
Yeah, we're doing
So
hard.
listen in the comments if y'all know that that's old people way of doing hearts.
I
Do
feel
you
like
know how
people
the young
still
people
do
do it?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
us
like
old
people do
people.
it.
Do you know
But
how
like
the young
young
people
people, I
do
thought
it?
they still do it. They don't.
No, no.
No.
Young people do hearts like this, and it's a gang sign. I think.
Absolutely
they,
not. 'Cause see, that's an
I'm
ugly
like,
heart.
what
That's
is
an
even
ugly,
this?
burnt
I'm
up
like,
looking heart.
it's
No.
pointy and I'm like, my fingers don't
No.
work like that. This is the
No.
hard things. Okay, but anyway,
No.
off topic.
Sister, I
That's
love
my fourth
that.
jam. Thank
Oh,
you.
my
Thank
goodness,
you.
girl. We
Yes,
on our way,
ma'am.
girl. We on our way. I'm on
We
my
making our
fifth
way
jam.
downtown. Let's go.
My fifth and final jam from the Queen, Mariah Carey. Okay. Thank God I found you. The Make It Last remix
Yes. Yes. Let's
featuring
go.
Joe and Nas. The original version of this song was released in 1999 as the second single from Mariah's seventh studio album, Rainbow. Now, I'm not going to say too much about the original song because I'm not a fan of it at all. Like I'm just not. It's like kind of cheesy, kind of corny sounding. I was like,
No, thank
and
you.
I actually couldn't get through it. So I'm like, okay, it's all right. The original one featured Joe and pop group 98 Degrees. You remember them?
Yeah, but I didn't know they were on no Mariah Carey songs.
Right, they were, and I'm
98
like,
degrees. Are they the ones that had Nick Lachey?
I
98
think
degrees.
it was. I think that was
Maybe.
them. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
Yeah.
And it was written and produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling that one. So
Dang.
even though the song was not critically acclaimed, the song became Mariah's 15th number one single on the Billboard Hot 100. I'm like, okay, I ain't mad.
I mean, knocking them
And
down.
it, right. and it remained her last chart-topping single until her 2005 comeback single, We Belong Together. I was like, Mariah, you better come and reclaim your throne. Anyway, it remains the only chart topper to date for 98 Degrees. I was like, dang. And was
Dang, I thought they had some little stuff.
I thought they had like one other song. I don't know. But I guess it didn't
Google it
get
on
to
the
number
side.
one. Like it was some other song I kind of used to like. Una Noche, something, I don't know.
Oh, I
And
think I remember that.
Give Us Just One Night, Una Noche. Ain't that how
Una
you say it in Spanish?
Give me just one night.
Una
Wait,
Noche.
no, why am I singing it? First of all, I'm singing it to the tune of some J-Lo song, Waiting for Tonight.
Oh, Waiting for Tonight. That was my jam too. That was my jam. J-Lo had one, two little
Waiting
jams.
for tonight. Oh, okay, I don't know, but go ahead.
But it was like their only chart topper to date, and it was the first chart topper of only two that Joe had. So then we get to the remix for the song, which is kind of a remake of Keith Sweat's 1988 hit "Make It Last Forever," which is one of those classic Quiet Storm Forever jams.
Yes,
girl, you already knowing.
I'm already knowing.
It became one of Keith Sweat's signature songs, so already I love it. Now Mariah wrote different lyrics for the remix, but kept the lyrics to the chorus the same. The song is very smooth. It's smooth. It's R&B. I love the vibe. The video is a whole like 70s type vibe, and Mariah got like these braids and his hat, and she looked extra cute. I was like, you better go, because that's our girl. That's our girl forever. I don't care. We don't care what nobody say. And so it's like this smooth R&B, the instrumentals that mimic Keith Sweat's jam or whatever. And it includes verses that are rapped by American rapper songwriter Nas.
Fire.
The jam is fire. The Make It Last remix was featured. It was featured on Joe's album, My Name Is Joe. And it was on Mariah's remix album called The Remixes. Girl, a whole jam.
Truly fire.
Girl.
I love it. I love that song.
Girl, yes. It's like, it's so many vibes at once. It's like the hip hop vibe from Nas, and then like the R&B. Joe is giving us the R&B.
Yes.
Mariah giving us the pop / R&B, and then like it's the hip hop. It's the 80s R&B from Keith Sweat. I was like, y'all did that.
Too much sensory overload in a good way.
I know. That's what it is. I be overloaded in my senses. That's my fifth and final jam, sister.
I love it. Well, lastly, I have Always Be My Baby. The jam. Always Be My Baby. It's from Mariah's 5th studio album, Daydream, released in 1995. This jam was written by Mariah, JD, and Manuel Seal, and produced by Mariah and JD. Now, it was released by Columbia Records. The single released on February 20th, 1996, as the album's 3rd single.
Love.
Now, it's a mid-tempo pop and R&B ballad, and it describes the attachment that she feels towards this estranged lover, right? But she's confidently asserting that they will eventually reunite. Okay. Now, it's a little different from your song where she's talking about reuniting.
Right.
Which one was that?
I Still Believe. I Still Believe.
Yeah. Yes. But this is in a different way, kind of.
Yeah.
Now, it's described by critics as both a love song and a breakup song, which, as ironic as that sounds, it is super accurate. Because if you listen to Always Be My Baby, it kind of sounds like you're still in love, talking about like, we gonna always be together, but then also it's like, no, I don't know, because she's,
we're not together.
It's both. We're not together, but are we? I don't know. But low key, let me get to it. Okay, so one critic described the song as having near psychotic levels of self-confidence, which is funny, but it's again accurate because it low key is kind of giving stalker in some of the lyrics, like, because she's like, "You'll always be a part of me. I'm part of you indefinitely." Boy,
Mm.
don't you know you can't escape me, darling, because you'll always be my baby. Like, wait a minute, is he held hostage? Is he okay?
I mean, I
You
kinda
can't
get that
escape.
though. You gonna have them people though, like, I can't get
Listen,
away from you.
time can't erase a feeling that's strong.
Yeah.
You're never gonna shake me. Like,
You
leave
ain't
me
gonna shake
alone,
me.
ma'am. It's over.
I was too much. You're never gonna shake me. That's just the way
But
it
I
is.
get it. Like that's the thing. It's like it's a love song. Like we so in love. This ain't going away. But also like we broke up, apparently.
Yeah. Like, you'll
But
learn to
still
live with
this
it, but
ain't
it ain't
going
gonna
away.
ever go away. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
So, a little strange, but I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
That just means it can apply to a lot of different parts of your life. You can just listen to this no matter what, and it's gonna fit. Now, the song was a commercial success, of course, becoming her 11th chart topper on the Billboard Hot 100, which tied her with Madonna and Whitney Houston for most number one singles by a female artist at the time. And I'm like, dang, you was up there with some heavy
I
hitters.
mean, Mariah Carey, Madonna, Whitney Houston. It's like, yep.
It gets no heavier. It
Yeah.
gets no heavier.
It's
But
like
Always Be My
Queen.
Baby, I feel like is just a classic. And y'all, just for the record, that has become my most recent favorite karaoke jam. When my old favorite
Mhm.
used to be like Tyrone, which everybody
King,
does Tyrone. A
king.
lot of the karaoke places I go to don't even let you do Tyrone no more because people overdo it.
Like, people overdid.
So yeah, I have
Mm.
switched to Always Be My Baby, which probably ruins everyone's night in the karaoke bar because I ain't got no Mariah Carey
No, it
voice.
don't.
It ruins their night. I have a video of me doing it a few months ago, and I watched that video today, and I was like, "Wow, I absolutely sound horrendous." But I was having the time of my life, so it doesn't matter. But
No.
it's good. It's a good song for karaoke, kind of.
Yes, it is.
It is for me. I love it,
Mhm.
and that, my friends, is my fifth and final jam.
Woo! This was a Mariah Carey party.
It really was. It
Here
really
for it.
was. Yes, ma'am. Well, we got one more thing on the docket, if that's the
Yes, we
word
better
that you
hurry.
use in this phrase. Yes. Are you ready for random
Random
music
music
crap?
crap.
Yeah, let's do it. So it's my sister's turn to be in the hot seat. I have something prepared.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. You ready? All right.
I'm ready.
This artist who passed away on July 4th, 2003,
Lord.
would be celebrating his 80th birthday on today, September 12th. Now, born in 1944, he began to grow a beard when he was 13, reached his height of 6'4" at 14, and is known for his bass voice. Who is it? I do have another hint if you need it.
Yeah, give me another little. He died July 4th.
July 4th of 2003. He was born in 1944, so he would be turning 80 today if he were still with us.
Yeah, give me one more hint.
Okay. One of his biggest hits was in a hilarious scene in the movie Money Talks.
Oh, Barry White.
That's the one.
Yes.
Yes. Good job, sister. And happy heavenly birthday to Barry White. Definitely
Yes. Happy birthday,
a
Barry
legend.
White.
Yes.
Happy
Well, that's
birthday.
all I got. Do you got anything else for the people, sister?
You guys just continue to please share the podcast with your friends. Tell them by word
Yes.
or share a link or follow us on our social media. We're on Instagram, My Sister Jam. We're on TikTok and what else? Facebook, but Facebook be
Yep.
tripping. So we don't
Well,
claim them no more.
if Facebook's your thing, we're there.
Yeah, but if you on there,
We on there.
we on there too. So and just remember to check out the playlist. The playlist will be on our YouTube playlist tab, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music. And I think that's it.
I think that's it. Well, y'all, it's been a pleasure. This was so much fun. And
Woo.
we will see y'all in a couple weeks. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.